Tuesdays and Fridays, right?
Yes, that's the plan.
Yes? Okay.
Is
Hell
to
yeah.
do
Okay,
it
cool.
Tuesdays and Fridays because we want to like actually finish this rather than keeping
Yeah.
on stopping, starting. It's just so hard with two people,
Yeah.
and you because something comes up for one person and then both
Uh-huh.
people can't do it, and something comes up for the other person and then both people can't do it. And so it's like
Yeah, no,
twice as hard.
absolutely.
But
It is really tough just because like yeah, everything you were saying. And then on top of it also, now that things are starting to go back to normal, um I have my first con in like 2 weeks. So that's
yay!
exciting. But that's just yet and I guess my point is that like that's just yet another obstacle, right?
Yeah.
To have to work around. Yeah.
The schedule's
It's
not
crazy.
so free.
Yeah, exactly. We're not home quarantining all the time now.
Which,
But
speaking
yeah.
of, both Alyssa and I are fully vaccinated now. I'm fully vaccinated now. Yay!
Yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
I would not be traveling and going to a convention if I was not vaccinated, you know, kind of thing. It's so it's really quite something to be able to be, I guess, prepped and ready to go. At
Yeah.
least vaccinated wise, just because it's like, I don't know, it feels so weird. Like it feels so strange, even just the thought of going to travel again or even being on a plane. I'm really excited, but I'm also like nervous in a weird way. I'm like nervous because it's like, you know, it's like for like practically 2 years, it's you've been told of, you know, to stay inside and all that stuff, and you get used to that acclimation, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Where is
Super
it?
crazy.
Where's your con at?
It's Indiana. It's indie pop.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Sweet. In 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks. We're leaving July 7th.
Wow. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, we have one viewer. I don't know who that viewer is, but hello.
I have no idea who that viewer could be.
So, since we have one viewer at least, we'll get started now.
Hell yeah. Woo!
Thanks
Yeah,
for joining us. All right.
Hey, you know, if you want to do like talks and stuff, like waiting for somebody to come by, you should totally get like a starting and like an end, like chat screen or whatever before going into the game.
True.
Dude, it is so cool. That's what I started doing that, and dude, I tell you, people really like it just because they don't miss any of the gameplay. But like you could still be on time, and it's just so cool. It's great.
All right.
So, yeah.
It might.
I can show you how to do that too if you want.
Well, and the thing is, this stream, I don't know. It might not be worth it because it would really only be for this stream that it would apply. You know what I mean?
I see. So other streams you don't do that?
Nah, because I don't have to wait for, we don't have to, well, yeah, we just launch into it. Because who knows how many viewers we're ever gonna get.
Yeah, okay, I get you, I get you.
I didn't want to like totally jump the gun here, but okay, so
no, you're good.
Now we need, so we just went to Mount Crest, right? And then now we have the teapot that we just got. So now we've got to use the said teapot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at. So something that we are planning on doing tonight, probably later in the stream when we have a little bit more viewers, is we do want to read an excerpt from As Pure as Black. Like the book that we wrote, like, you know, 8 years ago or whatever. How many years ago?
Yeah, it's well, it's like yeah, it might have been 8.
It was 2012. So who does math?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Yeah. No, was it?
It was 2012 that we wrote out As Pure as Black. And then it bled into 2013 as well.
Yeah. Well, because it's, yeah. Because, well, I remember it all started pretty much immediately when, Skyward Sword came out. So that'd be, like, late 2011. But, like, yeah, we started putting the book and everything together. And we did most of the writing in everything in 2012. Yeah, and then we were able to actually print the book in 2013. So crazy. I think it was like a 8-month project or something like that. Putting it all together or something. Wow, I'm like really pixelated. Woo, camera.
Oh, weird.
Woo, woo. It's weird because it's like you're completely crisp clean, but I'm not. Like, because I'm watching your stream, to keep up and everything. And it's like you are like crisp, awesome, perfectly clean, and then I'm just like it's so weird.
That's pretty weird.
That is so weird. What the heck?
The previous owner of this body is now a skeleton sleeping under the shrine. Well, that's depressing. Sorry, Neil. ... is right. Finally realized how important my parents are to me. I wish I could have told them. Will, just leave me alone for a while. I'm ashamed to hear you talk that way, which is probably a mistranslation. I've never seen you like this before. Sad days.
Very sad days.
Next morning, disappointment awaits.
Oh no.
Good morning. Sorry about yesterday. I thought about it all night. I'm next in line to inherit this company. If I want to stop the labor trade, I have to change the company that started it. They make money on human misfortune. You're going to become the president of the company? Amazing! Stop it. You're embarrassing me. Kara, someone's asking about you. Something about an old friend. What? What? Hey, come on in. Someone's asking about you. How do you know that, Neil? Hamlet!
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, do you understand pigs? Oink, oink. What happened? Are you okay? He's come all this way looking for you. Lily found him in Watermia and sent him by Rolex delivery service. Just shipping a pig. It's fine. Even if I am losing my traveling companions, my allies are increasing. I suppose so. Yay! Hamlet, what do you have to say for yourself? Oink, oink. I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that's really random, Eric. He doesn't understand women.
That's so random, Eric. Dude, what? He's just ignored everything in the last, like, full conversation about the company and, like, Hamlet coming back. He's just in his own head being like, girls. And he's like 12, like, yeah, of course. What's going on?
To the west of here are the ruins of Ankor Wat. That is where the laborer's home is located. Let's go! Okay, I guess we're going.
It's kind of cool because I remember, even though we didn't get to this part of the comic. Okay, I'll wait, car. I don't know if you can hear it. But gosh, it's so loud. But anyways, yeah, even though we never got to this part in the comic, I remember talking about it and how one of the reasons why Neil was so upset and like awkward about, the night before was because he got into an argument with his family about like the slave traders and stuff, like with the company. and how he originally didn't want anything to do with the company because of that fact, which is one of the reasons why he became such a hermit, to be like to come up with his own inventions, because he wanted nothing to do with the like slavery going on in the background of the company that was so successful. Yeah. But then I guess like after the conversation, he was like, okay, well actually, if I do inherit this like my parents want, I can change it to be ethical like I want, and thus ties into what he was saying in the game. And I remember that was our plan for that, but we just obviously never got to that point. But
that's awesome. I actually don't even really remember that plan.
What? Oh man, I remember we had this whole idea of Neil getting like pissed at his parents, and like we'll be like, yo, what's wrong? Like, I thought you wanted to see your parents. And Neil was like, no, I hate this, you know, stuff like this. Again, that was so long ago. Also, it was such a brief conversation, I remember, that we had. Yeah. You know, just because it was so at the end, and like as Piers Black, the roleplay started to come around this time.
Right.
But yeah, I do remember that though.
That's awesome.
I also, heck, I even remember brainstorming ideas about this village. I remember.
This village is awesome. It's so creepy.
it's so sad, yeah.
It's so sad. It's a rough. Village looks abandoned. That's good. We can rest if we want. I mean, that's one way to look at it. If you feel comfy that, you know, nobody's gonna come and, you know, kick you out of there. Time to sleep for days on end. Alright, time to rest. I guess I could have gone out and looked around the village. Whoops.
Oh well. It's okay.
I can do that later.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello, viewer who just came.
Woo!
What? Hamlet, let me sleep a while longer. Will, don't be so noisy. Who are you?
Like, oh shit, this wasn't abandoned. It's just that nobody was home. Oops.
Whoopsie. They seem to be very hungry. It's interesting because, like, you can barely tell with the pixel art, but I think that they were going for the, like, ribcage showing aesthetic.
Yeah,
like, if you look real carefully.
Starved. Yeah. Because you're right. If you really look hard, they have, like, because they're shirtless, but there's, like, shadows around them that show, like, curves and, like, a slant inward.
Yeah, you can't see it in the children because they're too short.
No.
But with, like, that man over there on the left, you can see, like, what's supposed to be an indent for, like, the rib cage.
Yeah, and then the men walking around the fire. Yeah, they're definitely supposed to look emaciated or starved, which is very sad.
That's right. The servant boy said that in Freya. There's so much famine in this country. Those bones are the bodies of the people who've starved to death. Oh no, we'll be next. No, because you're gonna be
Eric.
eaten. Oh, Eric.
Oh, Eric.
Hamlet, why such a sad look? This is the part. This is the part.
Yeah.
It's as if we will be soon separated. Ah! Hamlet! Hamlet! No! No! Hamlet, why? And then here's where it gets ruined. Well, it gets ruined after. Oh no, it gets ruined now. Poor Hamlet. To eat or not to eat?
Oh, Eric. Yeah.
This is such a tender moment of, you know,
I know.
raw
it really
emotion. And then he goes
plant.
and makes that joke. But at least we can pawn it off on Eric. Like, if somebody had to make the joke, I would rather it be Eric. Man, when this happened, when I first played the game, I was like, what? Hamlet? I was very distraught.
They set you up just to like, because they elevate you so highly, and you're just like, look, Hamlet's back, that's so great. And then they're just like, you know, they just, like, get down. They push you, they shove you to the floor, and they say, fuck you. Hamlet actually came back to die. But, yeah.
He came back to die.
Oh, so only purpose they brought him back.
Yeah,
I think
seriously.
The only purpose why he's even actually in the game is for this moment.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did give Will the key in the dungeon.
True.
So, like, he did do that. So, I mean...
That's true. I forgot about that.
He's not totally...
Yeah.
Anyway. And then, for some reason, Will's mom comes out of the pig. Her spirit. A familiar voice echoed in their heads. Listen, everyone. It was Hamlet's wish to be food for these people. One baby pig could save many villagers. Mother? Will, and everyone in this place. Darkness is approaching the world. You must combine your strength to save the planet. So Will, find the mystic statues and go to the Tower of Babel. Man, my dad told me that, and my mom told me that. I guess I better continue to do that.
Right.
If I ever had any second thoughts, nope. My mom said so now I've got to.
Yeah.
Sniff, sniff. I'll never hear that snort again. Oink, oink.
Oink, oink.
The air is filled with the aroma of roasting Hamlet.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, man. Aroma. Yes, he did. Yes, very noble pig. Dang. Yep.
No, poor baby.
How do they cope? I do not know. The boy points to the northeast. Show him the map. He drew a picture of the temple on the map. Oh, sweet. I think he's saying he wants to go to the temple. Does he come along? No, he does not. But we go.
No. Yeah, I don't...
Let's go with him. Okay. What's up?
Wait, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna do something else. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sad. No, you're good. You could do it. I thought he was gonna bring you to Ankor Wat, and I was like, wait.
No.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
You get there. You initiate it yourself, I do believe.
Okay. You have to leave. They're not weathered yet.
Oh. Recent. Sad. This is pal. Is this skeleton a relative? A friend? Who knows?
It's so sad.
Oh man. This place is sad. Man timidly held out.
I'm pretty sure this is where Sam is from.
Yes. We don't understand each other's language, but I think we agree. Which is cool.
I know, I think it's really cool how, like, I don't know, it's so weird, because, you know, so the game was made in, like, the 90s, right? And it was probably in production in the 80s, and it's, like, so many games and shows and stuff, like, from the 80s and 90s are very, you know, they don't age well. You know, they age really badly, whether it's, like, discrimination or, like, making a butt joke of such a kind, or not even really looking at something like slavery as bad. But despite this game's age, it's aged well in the way that it's like, yes, slavery is bad. We understand each other with the tribes people, and we want to help them. And it's very unfortunate that big corporations from more, you know, historically accurate, like Europe, places that are inspired off of that stuff is taking advantage for it for money, which is so sad. And it's like crazy fucking deep. You know what I mean? It's like so wild. You know, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah. It definitely, the
came to slavery. No, Rose.
Oh no.
Yeah,
hello, Rose.
It's like, hey Rose, what's up? Yeah, like it's just really cool to me that despite this game's age, it's still aged very well into the modern day of like being like showing people that are oppressed respect and like trying to be there for them and stuff like that. It's really cool.
I found a red jewel, guys. Also,
oh fuck yeah!
I realized that the chat is somewhat
it's
it's like hidden. So we need to make it not so hidden. We just
Hey Rose, how you doing today? It's so good to see you. I know I haven't streamed today. Unfortunately, I had to cancel today. So, but like, it's good to see you here.
Yeah. Sup?
Doing good? Hell yeah, man. Hell
Yay!
Yeah.
I like doing
yeah,
good.
Man. I had the DMV appointment because guess what? I bought a car.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting! Yay!
Yeah, it's sick as fuck, dude. Yeah, me and Brandon got a car. And we had to take it to the DMV today, so I couldn't.
Heck yeah! What car did you get?
Amazing. Oh my goodness, it's the best goddamn thing. So, so we got it through Carvana. So it's a used car, and pretty much every car in Carvana is really old or like has some kind of like 50,000 plus 100,000 plus miles on it. And the car we had, I'm assuming the listing was like pretty new because 36 other people were looking at the listing, and it's like practically brand new. It's barely used. It's a 2020 Toyota Corolla with only like 6,000 miles on it. That's crazy. And what's cool too is that like the price was like better than a lot of the older cars with a lot more miles on Carvana. So yeah, we got this awesome car and it's fantastic.
Dang.
But anyways, I don't want to just you know, take away from the game, but that's just
so awesome.
It's kind of
that's
yeah,
great.
It's really exciting.
That's so
yeah,
sweet.
it's really, really cool.
I'll adjust the chat more if needed. Maybe Rose can just like type a really long thing. I just don't want it to like overflow and be behind the game or in front of the game.
How's this?
Oh, perfect. Oh, it looks. Oh, and yeah.
Actually, no, that's great. Okay,
well,
my name's cut off slightly,
yeah, your name
but
is cut off.
I don't think that's a big deal.
Not a big deal. I mean,
yeah,
we could just boop. Perfect. Thanks, guys. You're the best. All right. All right. 3 days journey. Wow. That was a commitment.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is like one of the coolest dungeons in the whole game.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Oh, I'm not.
It's hard. This is one of the toughest places too. Ankor Wat. Also, I would love to go to Ankor Wat in real life.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because it's like, they didn't even, like, it's just like the game, or the other way around. I would say the game is just like the multitude of temples in real life. It's beautiful. If you've ever looked up pictures of Ankor Wat in real life, it would be so cool to go to Cambodia and actually see it.
Hey, you, do your head. Perfect. Do your head. Do your head. Man, how do these guys die? It's the head, right? You attack the head?
Yeah, it's the head.
Oh, okay, well that... Man, this guy needs to... Yeah, okay, phew. I just have so little... Wow, I did not need that health drop, but it gave it to me anyway. But I need to kill these guys because, okay, that one didn't give me so much trouble. Need to kill all of them because then I get better stats.
It's true.
Get out of here, you head. Oh, I missed. Well, that's super exciting that you got a car. That's like huge.
I can't even tell you. It's like, dude, oh my god, it's so nice to have our own car. It's because you know, after the move and everything, it's like, also we barely go anywhere, so we didn't really need one. But then also whenever we did need to use a car, it sucks because we always had to borrow it from our roommate.
Yeah.
And which means like, you know, we have to work with like their time and when they're available, if they're okay with it, etc. So it's like having our own car is just fantastic. It's so much more freeing. And then on top of it, probably the biggest thing that is the reason why we did it the way we did, or we got a car, is because conventions are coming back and we're gonna need to find a way to like get to the airport, you know, because there's gonna be cases where it's better for us to go to Portland for the flights, which sucks because it's 3.5 hours away. And it's like, I can't really necessarily be like, hey Danny, can I get a ride? You know what I mean? Like, you know, or can I borrow your car and then leave it in the Portland parking lot for like 8 days? Is that okay? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So we're like, okay, I think it's time to get a car.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh, you got your second dose. Oh my gosh, how do you feel? Are you feeling crazy sick yet? Or are you feeling okay?
For me, I felt the worst 24 hours after my second dose. Oh, come on, this stupid guy. I just felt really, really achy and tired. It was sad days. But it really was only that, you know, the 24 hours afterward was the worst of it. I mean, it was a little bit there, like probably what, 16 hours after it, because like we got it at 6 p.m. at night, our COVID shots, and so like
so
that night was
slept
fine
through it until you woke up.
Yeah,
and then, you were like...
and then we woke up and we were fine, but then like when lunch was happening, like lunchtime, then I was feeling pretty sicky. But then I like bounced back because I took a rest, and then I started feeling kind of crappy again when it was like after dinner or during dinner.
I see.
So, but then and then like it was always, it's not fun to have your arm hurt because I sleep on my side, and so I really rely on having my shoulder like leaning on my arm, you know, for when I'm asleep. But I can't, like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I was sad.
Oh, sorry. So wait, how long ago did you get your shot, Rose? Was it like just a couple hours ago, or? Because like for me, it was kind of a similar thing, except it like kicks my ass way more. So first of all, I got the Johnson & Johnson. So I got a single shot. So, you know, it was like, I would say the first like 10 hours, I was good. I was totally fine. I remember I took a nap because I got very little sleep. And when I woke up, I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And then like, I think 8 o'clock hit, and like we got our shot like, it was early. I don't know, it was in the morning sometime, I can't remember. And okay, 8 hours, yeah, I think it was around 10 hours for me before, and it started to hit me. And I'm like, oh, I'm starting to feel it. Oh, okay. And I was more just kind of entertaining. And I remember coming downstairs and telling Hannah and Danny, they're like, so how do you feel? And I was like, I think I feel it, but it's like not too bad. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, wow, I really feel it. And then another 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really feel it. I just like started going downhill more and more and more and more. And oh my gosh, I think around midnight, me, Brandon, and Austin, and Danny got it a little bit later, but like me and Brandon especially got it like super fucking bad. like it kicked our asses for 3 days. Like it was, I had, you know how like there's like a list of symptoms, but like not everybody experiences all the symptoms. So me and Brandon had all the symptoms and more. Like we were so sick. And it actually it was very uncanny. It reminded us both a lot of when we got really, really, really sick at Albuquerque Comic-Con. It was like the same sickness, except without the coughing that I had in Albuquerque with me and Brandon. Which, you know what I mean? It just kind of made my skepticism of, I wonder if that actually was COVID, you know, all the more. But yeah, it was, oh my gosh, it was awful. It like killed me for 3 days. And it was like, I was so sick. It was like my body thought it was poisoned or something, because it's like, I don't puke because of my stomach is too weak. The muscles and nerves in my stomach it's very straining if I somehow manage to puke. I actually puked twice. That's crazy. Like, that does not happen.
Goodness,
to me
this guy.
Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. He's super
destroyed me. Because I was in a place where I couldn't actually really avoid him. Sad days.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's bad.
Oh my god, that guy. He's just like, I'm slow, you can ignore me. And then it's like,
I forgot that they sped up, man. Otherwise, I would have been more careful.
Like, he didn't just speed up a little bit. He sped up like crazy. Like,
it's because I almost killed it. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, jeez. Oh, I got him, though. I got him.
Well, Rose, I hope you're okay. And I'm glad to know that you're okay right now. Yeah, because, like, the thing is, everybody I've talked to has told me that the vaccine hasn't kicked their ass as bad as me and Brandon. So it's like, you know, I hope I don't... I'll wait. Okay, I hope I won't scare you, you know what I mean? Be like, dude, just wait for it, it's gonna hit you any second, you know what I mean? Like, because for all I know, you might be like, fine. Because a lot of people I talked to were pretty okay. They'd be like, yeah, I felt really sick for like, you know, kind of like what Hannah was saying, like for a day or like 10 hours, and then just kind of shrugged it off. And then here's me and Brandon, we were like sick like for 3 days straight, like badly sick, you know? So like I was like bedridden sick, you know? It was like, for example, like everybody I've talked to was just like, yeah, my left arm was really achy. I'm like, I didn't even like feel or notice my left arm being achy because my whole body was terribly achy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully you won't get that bad and you'll be okay. Jeez, this is wild, dude. It was worth it though, you know, being able to go to cons and stuff. Just Jesus, so rough. I'm just glad it didn't involve coughing, because like if it was coughing, it would have been the same illness that I had back in Albuquerque Comic-Con early 2020.
Oh, jeez.
Except probably a lot shorter because I was sick for a month, but you know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. I panicked.
Oh, boy. Oh,
okay.
That's so sad.
It's all right.
Those little worms get you, too, because they're, like, so small.
Yep. Oh, hello, Malcontent Melon.
Yo, what's up?
Malcontent Melon had a fun week last week.
Yeah?
He went to Spina Bifida camp. So that was fun. He did a lot of stuff.
How'd that go, bro? Wow. Wow, that's so cool. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, so it's a camp called Camp Patrick. And there is a avoid.
He's coming. He's coming.
Oh boy. There's a mom and dad, and they have a son who is named Patrick, and they started a camp for disabled kids, specifically thinking of spina bifida kids, and it's called Camp Patrick.
That's so cool.
That's it.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff did you do there, Marshall?
I know that he did archery. And
archery.
That's all that I know for a
wow.
fact, because I caught
That's
part of the
cool.
conversation of whatever. Because our cousin is like super archery guy.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember your cousin being really into archery. Yeah, archery's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, right? Archery is sick.
So, I just
That's
count
really
myself lucky to hit, you know, the paper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not
Dude,
even
oh
in the
my
target.
gosh.
I'm like lucky to hit in the paper. I'm like, yes, I got it.
Nice.
I mean,
oh
I
my
haven't
gosh.
done archery since girls' camp.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Oh
Oh my
no.
gosh, it's so funny. So actually,
The lag.
girls camp. My first year for girls camp, so I was 12. There's a picture of me that we found that it's me doing archery. And oh my gosh, I'm such a little baby. Oh my goodness, I look like 6 when I'm 12. Jeez.
Yeah.
But like, and my height doesn't help either. But anyways, there's a picture of me
With
like,
that pink
next to
hat,
the-
right? Or was
no, I
that?
never had a pink hat.
You never had a
no.
pink
I just
hat?
had long hair and bangs and.
I thought you had
I
like
had
a
black
pink hat,
jacket.
like a cap at one point, like with a face
No.
on it or something. I don't know. I thought I saw pictures like that, but
No, there's no way. I
There's
hated
no
pink
way.
when I was a kid.
maybe
Yeah,
it was
no, I would-
Caitlin.
It was probably Caitlin.
Maybe it was Caitlin.
Yeah, because like.
her
pink-
sister, Alyssa's sister.
Yeah, Caitlin, my sister. Yeah, because or it was Chelsea. It might have been Chelsea.
Might have been Chelsea.
You know. Yeah.
It was one of
Chelsea
you guys.
Chelsea used to wear hats.
So
I would say it was probably Chelsea.
her.
And she did like pink. But no, I was the biggest tomboy. I wanted nothing about girliness or femininity. You know, it
That's
was
true.
like, I thought it was a bad thing, you know, because X, Y, Z, you know, a lot of stupid stuff. But yeah, no, I did not like pink. So I would avoid it like the plague. So I would be very shocked if there was a picture of me wearing a pink hat. And if there is, I was probably wearing it for a costume or no more than like 2 seconds putting it on. But which I like pink now. I think pink is sick. But you know, as a kid, I didn't like pink. Yeah. But
fighting those trends.
So there's this picture. Yeah, those like trends or anti-trends or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like there's a picture of me next to the like, I don't know what you call it, the target, I guess, for archery, and I'm next to it. I'm pointing at it like I'm so proud. And it's like, the arrow is nowhere near the center of the target. It's like the second outer ring, and I'm like, look, I'm so proud. It's just so ridiculous.
I think it's weird the sound that is made when Will is walking here. It's like tick 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 tick, and I'm like, what's that supposed to be? Is it supposed to be Will going ew ew ew, or like crushing? Is it the sound effect of actually walking on those things, or what? Oh yeah, get dead. All right.
I'm not sure. I think it's like killing bugs, but even then, the game audio is so low, I barely hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you're stepping on the tons and tons of bugs. And again, even though we never got to the Gaia comic to this portion, I remember talking about like Will's reaction, I guess, to
yeah, I remember that
him
too.
falling into the pit of bugs. Yeah.
Die already. Stop being faster. Just die.
It is actually crazy how fast they get.
It is. It's impressive that it doesn't lag the crap out of the game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, don't get me. I don't like those orange faces.
Yeah.
They're lame. Oh,
Orange
yeah,
faces.
that was some good damage. Just one more. Yeah. Got him.
Somebody being born and growing up in New York. We got a lot of stuff to do. You got a lot of stuff to do? Oh, like there's a lot of stuff to do in New York?
Yay, I killed all the enemy. Or, well, I killed that enemy. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I killed all the enemies.
Yeah, Yeah. I don't know, just thinking of like stuff to do. Oh, I did archery, arts and crafts, music, and splash pad. And to wrap it all up, we had a talent show. Oh, wow, that's so cool. What did you do for your talent show? I never knew I could do archery in New York. Oh, yeah. Actually, wow, you can even ride horses. Holy cow, that's really cool. Wow. Dude, so have you been to New York Comic-Con? I have to ask. Just because, like, I really want to go one day. I want to get in. I want to get in. And that'd be really cool
so
to
sick.
Like, God, that'd be so cool. Oh, God, that'd be so cool to see you, Rose. Like, in person. Oh, my
That'd
God.
be
Like,
so
at,
sweet.
you know, in your home state. That'd be so sick.
Get dead.
But,
Thank you.
maybe one day. I haven't been. I've only recently started making money. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're right. Conventions are kind of boring if you don't have money. Like, there's not a whole lot to do. Well, I mean, there kind of is, actually, now that I think about it. There's the panels and, you know, you can walk around and see everything, window shop, but
Dang it.
it's more fun if you have money. So I understand that you haven't really been yet because that, and
That
then,
is
of
a
course,
factor.
COVID stuff, but.
Oh, dang it.
So do you plan
this
on going,
stupid
though?
guy.
Because that would be so cool if you went.
Oh, dang it.
Oh my gosh, how are you alive? Oh my
It's
gosh.
called
are
I'm
you- oh,
not
you're alive.
anymore. That's what it's called.
I'm so behind, you know. I have that, like, what is that, like 10-second delay?
Yeah.
So, like, Rose, because, so we're in a Discord call, which is how we're doing this. There's no way for me to, like, watch it live immediately. So I'm watching the stream. I have Twitch pulled up. So I'm seeing it the same time you are, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna see me react to something, you know what I mean? Like, way after it's already been done. It's so funny.
Yep, that's a true statement. Oop. Oh, dang it. It went too far in my face. Oh. These
And
guys
yeah,
are
you
butts.
plan on going one day? Heck yeah. Well, hopefully I could get in one day, because I've applied to New York and I've never been able to get in. So, like, but I'm just gonna keep on applying, you know, until I am able to. The thing, okay, something that sucks though. So it's like New York Comic Con and various other cons, like Emerald City Comic Con and stuff like that, which I have been in Emerald City, so that's might help me get into New York.
One
But anyways,
short day in the Emerald City.
Oh, yeah, but it's like sorry, I didn't know how to react. It's what was I gonna say? Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, I ruined it.
Oh no, you're good. So they're run by Reed Pop, are the people that run New York City and like Emerald City Comic Con and blah blah blah, and they don't allow people to be in the artist alley if you have like physical merch. And because I have pins now, I'm not allowed to be in the artist alley. I need a full exhibitor booth, which is like a ridiculous amount of money.
That's
for
stupid.
To get a booth at New York Comic Con, because New York is so big. So it's gonna be like 2-3K just to like go.
Dang
that
it.
sucks. But you know what? It'll be worth it though at New York. So. Oh, you sang? Oh, that's so cool. Holy cow! Heck yeah! Yeah, what'd you sing?
Was it to like... I'm just wondering. Was it to like a track, I bet? Like a sing-along type thing? Probably. I have already been this way, I do believe. Because everything is cleared out. And I recognize it. And I'm like, But I mean, it led me back here. Like, I guess I'm supposed to... But I didn't, like, gain anything from that.
I'm not sure.
Unless something's
You might
different.
be missing something. Yeah,
Maybe.
something might be different.
I'll go back through it and we'll see if I'm missing something. How's that? I mean, all the enemies are dead, so...
It's true.
What's the...
What's holding you back?
Yeah. The bugs are holding me back.
The bugs are holding me back.
They're so gross. Okay. Ankor, what has the best music?
Dude, it's best soundtrack of the game. Which is saying a lot, because all the songs are so good.
That's like something that makes Ankor Wat so awesome. Oh, yes, I was. Oh my goodness, missing stuff. Oh, the lag, the lag, the lag. It is the game, not me. Oh, jeez. I do not like you. Oh, all those rocks. Oh, this room.
Hey, Crystal, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Crystal Chaos? Also, Crystal Chaos, since you catch our streams normally, apologize for last week on Friday not streaming because we were, I don't remember. We just didn't stream because of a reason, and I don't remember what the reason was. I think Jarom was tired from his COVID shot.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That's probably it. And then we were gonna maybe stream on Saturday, but then it didn't really work. Ah! Didn't work out. Those guys. Oh! They jumped down. I forgot.
Oh, I forgot about that
God,
too.
that was so surprising. Die. Oh, jeez.
Well, you're definitely making progress, though, right?
Yes. Aha! What's up?
Excuses.
Hey. Whoa. Yep. So we'll finish Halo because we started streaming Halo together. The original
nice.
Halo. So
yeah, classic.
because I've played it. Whoop! I've played it a grand total of 1 time with Jarom. And that was like I wasn't really used to doing the whole first-person shooter thing yet, and I was what is everything? How do I Halo? But now I know a little bit more, and so it's cool to, I don't know, revisit something that I struggled with so much before. And then, be able to do it easier. So
yeah, absolutely. And you just die. You know, that is really cool.
Yeah. So
it's so funny. So Talon, I remember because it's like, so Austin loves Halo and stuff, and like, you know, so does a lot of people. And Talon, he's like, I've tried playing Halo. It's so boring. Talon finds it so boring. He can't like get through it. I just think that's really funny. And then like, I don't know, because I've never played Halo.
Well, and it really helps too. I'm really glad that I had Jarom to explain what the crap was going on. Because, well, and I'm really bad at following things that are kind of a little bit cryptic or like code speaky. I'm really bad at following those types of things. So like, and even like lots of spy movies, like James Bond, even type stuff. Like, I'm like, what's going on? I have no idea. And then somebody else is like, this. And I'm like, well, am I supposed to know that? Like, how do you even know that? And that's how I felt with playing Halo a bit. So I'm really, dumb guy. Oh no. But yeah, so that's kind of how I felt with playing Halo. But it's okay because Jarom was there to explain it to me because of my inability to follow along.
Aw, no, it's
but
all good.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help. Thinks it's boring.
That.
Sorry, go on.
Hello, Jarom.
I am home.
He had to go watch his brother's kids because it's sad because their dog died.
Yeah.
Oh, that is sad.
And they had to take his remains to the vet. And he wasn't even, like, he wasn't even old.
2 years.
2 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
2
Yeah, that's
years
very
old?
young.
He choked
How?
on
How?
a chicken nugget in the back of their car. terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just a total accident. No one could have seen that coming. You know? Just like, what can you do? It's so sad.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
I'm like speechless.
I know. I'm sorry
I
that I
know.
did bring back that sad news. It's a terrible
Well, I'm
thought,
really
but-
sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh.
Dang it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
what do you
sorry.
do? You know, it's, oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
so
wow.
sad.
Oh, that's so
Um,
sad.
Sorry, we just got some really sad news.
A
that,
dog choking on a chicken nugget and dying from it. 2 years old. That sucks.
And that was Jarom's cousin's
Darren's brother.
dog?
Brother's
Dogs.
who now we
God,
live
that's
super
terrible.
close to. So like that's why he was able to go and watch the kids while they took the dog's remains to the vet. So
Wow.
that's so awful.
Damn, that is awful. Dude, that would fucking break me. Like,
And to make
Oh,
it
man.
worse, it's the mother, so sister-in-law. It's her birthday today.
no way.
I'm so sad now, guys. I'm so sad. That sucks.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness, that's the saddest. First Hamlet dies and... No, just kidding.
Are you okay though?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I just needed a moment. Oh, jeez. But yeah, that sucks. Wow. Well, Alyssa got a new car. That's happy.
Yeah, I got a new car. That's cool.
Oh,
A
man.
material item compared to a living life. But,
I
you
know.
Oh wow! Holy cow. Anyways,
And
holy
I guess
cow,
to keep on, you know, to lighten the mood more is
lighten the mood, lighten the mood, lighten the
we
mood.
have been getting settled into our new house. So
Oh yes,
we're
yes.
in a house now, which
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
people who follow us regularly know that already. But people like Rose, I don't think you really catch our usual streams. So there you have it. We're in our house now. So we're really excited, and it's great. We love it. We broke our first sprinkler head. Oopsie.
Yeah, I ran it over with
How?
lawnmower this time.
I don't know if you heard that. Jarom ran it over with the lawnmower. It's a really, it
lawnmower.
sticks out of the ground, and he knew it would be a problem. But then he reached the sprinkler head before it came up sooner than he anticipated, and then there's a wire coil wrapped up in there underneath the blades of the lawnmower, and I painstakingly got those out, got that big long wire out. It was hard, and my fingers hurt after, but I got it out. And then Jarom did buy a new sprinkler head, and it works fine. And now when we mow the lawn, we're just gonna unscrew the sprinkler head before we mow the lawn. That's my plan.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks though. I'm so sorry. Holy
That's
cow.
okay.
Dang.
Home ownership.
Yeah. Dude, though, the thing is, I'd rather just replace something like that than
Yeah.
have to go through
Like
landlord
seriously,
and
if
garbage.
we like were at a place that was, I don't know, like a townhome or something like that, who they take care of the lawn for you, right? And if there's like a broken sprinkler that like is constantly like hitting your window or something like that, and you can't replace it because it's not your thing to do, that sucks. Like I would rather I would rather have to replace it. Oops, this guy is poning me. Okay, got it.
Well, especially when like they're stingy as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like my landlord, he's so terrible. And also it's a Toyota Corolla.
Oh,
Yeah.
Toyota Corolla.
great
Good
too because
stuff.
those cars and heck, that brand has a very good reputation of like lasting forever.
I drove,
like,
I drove a Toyota Corolla, like 2 of them on my mission. So I'm very, I know how the car handles. I know how, I mean, it's an older model, obviously, gotta be.
Yeah.
But I know the gist, you know. So that's cool.
And they're so nice. Oh my gosh, they're so smooth. And like the 2021, holy cow, it's so nice. Oh my god. It's so nice. I don't know. I don't know. You ever know how to explain it. It's like, I think Toyota Corollas are always just naturally really nice in general. Because it's like, Sam has a 2020, or not a 21. Sam used to have a Toyota Corolla. I think it was a 2013. And it was a really nice car. And then, like, now that we have a 2020, it's like an upgrade. It has a backup camera and stuff.
Yeah, backup camera.
Dude,
our car has a backup camera, and I love it so much.
It's, wow, it is so,
it's a game changer.
I can never go back. It really is. I can never go back.
Nope.
If, you know, whenever the time comes where I need to get a new car or something like that, I'm like, it needs to have a backup camera. Because, like, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Requirements.
Yeah.
Crystal Chaos asks, so what's up with Spears Black? Well, something that we are planning on doing today, actually, is we are going to read an excerpt of As Pure as Black, like like this guy. We're gonna read an excerpt of it. It was written.
Oh my god, there it is! Yeah.
And
that's crazy.
Yay!
This is our high school, early college roleplay. Oh my god, and we printed it out. There's 2 books actually. This is just the first one. Look how fucking thick as shit this is. Look how thick it is.
Look, show them the small words.
Look at it.
Show them the small
and
words.
Like, look how, like, hang on, wait. I gotta make sure it's like, I don't know. Look how tiny this text is. It's so tiny. Oh my gosh, it's tiny.
I mean, sometimes there's like some gaps and spaces because it's not like so condensed. But anyway, it's how many pages?
Oh my god. It is. Hang on. Fuck, it's like 500.
It's 500 something.
No, it's 490.
490, almost 500. The other one's 500
counting the like
something.
ending pages of like us talk about the author book. Like,
oh yeah, look at that! Look at that! Awful, awesome pictures.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like 490 pages. But like, look, I need you to understand that is not the extent of the roleplay. That is like tip of the iceberg of how much we have roleplayed. Like and also this like 490 page book is condensed. Hannah actually went through it and like edited it down and like chopped down a lot of stuff. And then again, like the text is puny, tiny text. If it was like standard book text, it would totally be like 600 pages. Like
probably.
Easy. It's so huge. And it's like the second book is a little bit smaller, but to give you an idea of how much we like role played, the second book, which is I think around 400 pages, took place in 3 days.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
3 days. It is so amazing, though.
It is.
I commit to reading. No. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like weird. It's like I'm both proud of it, but I'm like also.
Also, it's like old and cringy.
It's super old and cringy. God damn, it's old and cringy. And
so Jarom is so nice, and he's like, I want to read them. I'm like, okay, well, you don't actually have to. I mean, I kind of want you to, but also you don't have to. And he read the first one, As Pure as Black. So the first installment of the books that we
dark
printed.
And fucked up one.
Yeah, and he's not gonna read As Corrupt as White because it is a little bit much, and I can just kind of tell him what happens a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is that like it's it gets
It's
dark
really
as
messed up.
shit. Like,
It's way more
fucked.
messed up than the first one. So I don't blame him for, you know, not reading
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't blame him. I love that shit though.
Yeah, it's really good, but it's like, and
Oh
like,
my
there's some
God.
scenes in there that you're just like, oh
Aw.
man.
That's
Like,
sad
it's
shit.
the best to roleplay scenes that are really sad and like have sad music in the background while you're writing it. It makes
Yeah, it really gets you involved.
so sad. You're crying buckets of tears, and then you get a cry headache, and you're just writing
Oh my
stuff.
God. Dude, that is so real. Also, sorry, I'm looking down. I'm just looking through the book. Yeah, oh, dude, that is so real. Holy cow. If anybody, I don't know if any of you guys roleplay and like really get fucking deep as shit in roleplay, but like, oh my God, there's nothing better than a scene that doesn't just make you cry or shed a tear. There's nothing better than a scene that legit makes you sob. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, sob. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so good.
let me pull some pictures. Oh my God, it's so crazy. This is like a scenery stop. By the way, this is all done in pencil. I don't even know. Hang on. I can't see what I'm doing. So here's a picture
That's
of Will
out.
on a little dinghy rowing out to some little islands past South Cape. Which is like his little getaway spot. Let's see. Oh yeah, I drew some like little like just flavor pictures. Like to go along with the text. So it's like there's a picture of it's like tea and cake. Also fun fact, that teapot was based off of a teacup my sister owned.
Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, she has this really nice black teapot, and it's really gorgeous.
It does come
Oh.
with pictures. It wouldn't be a book by us if it didn't come with pictures.
Right.
And
Yeah,
Alyssa did the cover too.
Oh, yeah, I did the cover. Which is
So-
like a silhouette of Pure Human and Will. God, my style was so thin back then. They're like paper thin people.
Yeah. It works
yeah,
with the silhouetteness though.
It does. It looks really nice. Yeah, it's really cool. And of course, like, Kira's hands are like covered in blood and shit. And it's like an oxymoron with this pure as black because it has two meanings. So it kind of goes into the metaphor of the silhouettes.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, like here's a picture of, oh my God, I was so bad at art back then. Not like
jeez.
too bad. I don't know. It's like,
so bad
here's
at
a
art
picture
back then.
here's a picture of Will playing his flute.
That was like one of the first pictures.
It was. Oh, you know what? You're right. I actually made this before we even started roleplaying.
Yeah, that was one of the
that picture of Will,
first
that's like-
ever pictures of Will that came out of
Yeah.
Alyssa's fingers.
Yeah, you know, you're actually right. I remember using it.
So I mean,
made this
that's
picture
like
oh my gosh, what was that? Like 2009?
2010,
Something like
2000, like way early 2010, so it may as well be 2009, you know?
Yeah. Whatever. It was like ridiculously old. Oh my God, it's so old.
Yeah, it's way old.
What is that? Like 12 years now?
Yeah, it's way old, man.
I'm trying to look
It's
for
a
another picture.
relic.
I think As Corrupt as White has more pictures.
Yeah.
Because I'm flipping through this and it does not have as many pictures as I remember.
I don't remember. Well, and I mean, in As Corrupt as White, we also did like a picture
Thanks, Rose.
page at the end, or maybe it was two
Yes.
pages, because there was
Yeah.
some art that was like there and present. This is the first time we have seen Gaia in this temple. Anyway, that guy is just standing there. He's like, I have nowhere to run. I don't know how to chase you. You're behind a bush.
See, he
Now he goes,
doesn't
now he goes.
really- Yeah, he just doesn't really have a whole lot of peripheral vision, so
like,
he doesn't, he doesn't really see very well.
This is one of those, the Gaia, it taunts you. And it's like, dude, there's totally room for me. There's totally room for me.
I know, and it's like, no, you gotta go around.
You gotta, this is an invisible wall.
So I have another picture to show. Okay, so this is very Girahim and not Zal. Zal would not really do this. But you know how Girahim does that, like, he like creeps up behind you and like grabs your shoulder shit? So I remember Will was doing something, I don't remember, it was somewhere in the Mount Crest or something. And it was like, hang on, you know what? I can actually fucking read it to like catch up what I'm trying to remember. Let's see.
Frieden! Heck yeah!
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So Will, he was getting like really tired or something, and like making excuses, and like Gabe's like, "Well, that's really cute and adorable, and I'm gonna make fun of you for it." And so he did that like what he does in the game, and so Will is just so like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, and then to make matters worse, there's Flora. Which
Oh
is
yeah,
the local
laughing.
demons laughing
That's
at him.
so cute.
And so he was really embarrassed because he found Flora really pretty.
Oh yeah,
and
I remember that now.
Giriam was, I think, also making fun of him for finding Flora very pretty.
Aw, adorable. Okay.
Oh my god, I drew this in my math class. Yeah, I was so bored. And so there was this double page. So they're at Mount Crest right now. It's really hard to see on the camera because it's so small. But like, so Will's napping, because that was the last thing that happened. And this is a fandom thing. This isn't
Oh,
canon
this
by
is
any
the
means.
like original book, because this one
this is,
actually
like-
has the things printed on the correct pages. When we when we asked them to do it again, then they
flipped everything and it fucked up the pictures.
yeah, because there was supposed to be one extra blank page at the beginning of the PDF, and then there wasn't, and so then it flip-flopped everything because there wasn't that extra page. So sad.
Yeah.
Sad
Yeah,
times.
It was annoying, dude.
It
Alpha
was.
graphics suck.
Yeah, we got it printed at Alpha Graphics. We didn't know where else to go. We looked around too. We wanted something like affordable and something that would actually like print a book, because that's not a very common thing to want to print. So
Yeah.
we were kind of like, where do we go? But anyway, so we just settled for that
Yeah.
because that's, whoa, the lag. Yeah, demolished. Okay.
Also, that's so sad that you can't see anything. It's just audio.
Oh no, sad.
Yeah. And yeah, I know they're doing a remake of Skyward Sword, and I'm like, God, it's coming back to haunt me.
It's
No, don't get me
also
wrong.
it's
I have a very special place in my heart for Skyward Sword just because of what we did with Girahim in the roleplay.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
It's gonna be really nice to have the option to not have motion controls, because the motion controls were so polarizing, you know.
They
And
were really bad.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be nice to have the option to just flick the joystick to do your sword in the right direction, you know.
Yeah,
It's gonna be really
for sure.
nice.
Well, and on top of it, it's like they were really bad, but particularly for me, because I remember my mom broke
Yeah, that's
the
right.
cord on accident. It wasn't on purpose or anything. You know how it's like the sensor bar cord was like super thin, like tiny thin, and it's like my mom vacuum overed it and it completely snapped. And so we did the like candle trick, the tea light candle thing, which was a lot more fidgety, and I still had a great time, but yes, it was very frustrating at times too.
Yeah, the stab, especially for you, just did not.
It did not work, which was bad because during the final fight with both Demise and Girahim in his metal form, you need that stab. So that was like, that was really fucking tough. Really frustrating.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. But another picture, sorry, Crystal, is so this was kind of like the fountain area for Mount Crest. So all those little circles are the tops of giant mushrooms, and really tiny.
Very
That
tiny.
like that pedestal thing is supposed to be the fountain of tears that is not in the game, that we kind of made ourselves.
Yeah.
Down there is Kira and Will, and then that little person in the middle is Flora, which is another little OC that we put into the role play. But yeah, I remember. And yeah, these are all graphite. This is all pencil. Done in a little tiny sketchbook too. Oh my god.
The nostalgia is real.
It really is. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so like consumed in the book. Oh my god, it's so crazy.
Oh boy. Rose is saying that she's not going to be around for the reading. She's got to do work tomorrow.
No worries. It's all good. No worries. No worries.
We want to do more readings. Maybe not from As Pure as Black itself, but from
just
like
something. Yeah.
The stuff that wasn't printed in books that we have role played, because some of that stuff is really good. So
much better. You could tell because we've matured a lot, and everything. You know, it's like, oh my god, it's so good. Yeah. And hey, you know what? Also, worst case scenario. I mean, what was it? You usually stream until 9. It's already 8:30. So like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is like. Who knows? And obviously, I don't really know how you feel, Hannah, but like, if we run out of time and we can't read tonight, that's not a big deal because we'll definitely read eventually.
Come on, do the thing. Get your head.
Oh, that was weird.
Here.
It like went in you.
Get your head in here. Perfect.
It's what time is it?
What time is it?
Right now?
I mean, it's 8:30 right now.
So, so what, you're 3 hour ahead? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's pretty late then. So that's in like another 30 minutes. Oh, then maybe.
I mean,
yeah, because I know, maybe, I don't know.
We can do the reading whenever, you know?
Yeah, we
like,
can do it whenever.
We could do it right now. What do you think?
We can. I don't know. Regardless, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm like really fucking nervous. Also, don't expect me to do any voice acting because I'm not. I'm just because you think I can even remotely pull off any kind of voice that is. I mean, Zal, forget about it. But like Girahim, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's such a embarrassing voice to speak in. Like I couldn't. I'd be better off playing as Zal, which is already hard enough in my head. But yeah.
Right.
Are we down to read whenever? Oh my god, holy cow. What did you say? It was like 250 something, right?
250 what? Huh?
The page?
Oh, it's like 232? That's the page? I kind of want to, well, okay.
Excuse me. I am going to skim a little bit and prep for this.
Yes, prep.
Let's see. Here we go. Oh, yes. This will be interesting. Yes, that's actually a quote from the book.
Yes, that's actually a quote from the book. Oh, jeez.
In fact, it's actually italicized for some reason. I think it's supposed to be like a thought.
Oh, I see.
Reach the side entrance of the city. Oh, shit. This is where this is. Okay.
Yeah, it's the two old guys. That's the scene.
Oh my god.
Because it's funny. And you don't have to have like crazy context.
God.
It's so bad it's good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I really like this scene because of how like silly it is. It's very silly.
This scene was actually very funny and it was very fun to write.
Yeah. How do I go back? I just want to change back. Okay. I want to I want to yes,
oh wow, you know what? Actually some of these lines aren't bad. I'm like, oh yeah.
That's pretty good. Oh, Malcontent Melon says, also, Hannah, did you watch the Nintendo Direct on Breath of the Wild 2? We got a release year, 2022. Yes, I did watch it.
I did, yeah.
But, Metroid Dread, though. Metroid Dread.
That looks really cool. And, you know, it's like, I'm just glad they're not just, because obviously they're working on Prime 4 still, but It's like a lot of people are really worried that it was gonna be just like, you know, all they were working on for the Metroid series, and that it was pretty much dead outside of Prime 4. So that's really cool that they actually are doing other games for Metroid. that game needs so much more love. So I'm really happy about Metroid Dread. And then it's like the classic side-scrolling Metroidvania, which is cool too.
Yeah, and a lot of people are really excited. Like, they like that style better than the 3D Metroids. So, can I go to the... So if I go to the native village, can I go back to Euro or no? Or we'll see. Because I would like to go back to Euro. Because that's where the scene takes place that we're going to read. Boop. Moment of truth. Yes! I don't know why you can't go to Euro from Ankor Wat. But, oh well. That's fine.
This is actually kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, just some of this description is kind of really interesting. I definitely can write it better now. But, like, I also would kind of not mind reading this little paragraph that I wrote out.
Is it within... Because, so we're going to read about... I think it's 10-ish pages. We're going to just read the whole thing, I think. You know, just read it. So if it... Oh, oopsie. I pressed the controller the wrong way. So if it... what I want to do is I want to start where they, like, arrive at the old guy's door.
Yeah.
And
so
then go until that, like, little separator, you know, that we...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do.
One... Heck yeah, no, that sounds good.
So here we go.
Hang on, wait, the separator's here.
This is the dude.
Oh, I see it at 241.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, no, wait. Before that, I actually do want to read something before we get into this.
All right.
So, they need to, just to give some context, for whoever's listening. So they came to Euro because it's the closest place to Mount Crest, and they need to go to Mount Crest they went to Mount Crest, which is this mushroom place, to try and break this seal and get information, asking around. And Will had this idea of, hey, let's visit Euro, because I think I know some guys that know about the deep magic in Mount Crest that might help us lift this curse, kind of thing that Mount Crest is going through, that Gaia told us to fix. So Gary's like, so we're going to a city, and was like, yeah. And Gary's like, full of humans, and was like, yeah. I mean, obviously not like that, but, you know, essentially that's paraphrasing, that's what it was. And Gary's like, okay, this will be interesting. And so he says something like, hundreds of people at least. And he kind of chuckles a bit, and he says, seems fitting. And so, this part that I want to read, it says, Girhim couldn't quite tell whether he liked the smell or hated it, the smell of humans. The stench seemed rather filthy in the musk of so many active people running around, doing their normal, basic, pathetic lives. But at the very same time, it almost smelled sweet. Girhim truly did not have, sorry, I said that wrong. Girhim truly did have a taste for human blood, and there was so much of it around him in a bittersweet aroma emanating from what Girhim thought of as pests or vermin, and yet it seemed to arouse the demon he truly was, making him feel almost twitchy or lively at the smell, urging him to be his demonic self and wreak havoc on such a big city. There was plenty to start from. He hadn't leveled a city in literally ages, let alone a city of this size. Everything was gross, sweet, exciting, stimulating, and nostalgic all at the same time. More positives to say than at least. Or were they positives? Being as most of the feelings were to be his normal character and go against everything Will saw Girhim as, other than the fear Will had of him. So, restraining most of those feelings looks like it was more negative than positives, I suppose. It was like being a shark with a bunch of little fish around you to snack on, only you were not allowed to touch the fish. And I just thought that was kind of a cool thing. It's not written the best. I think it's a little kind of unclear, but it's just kind of like specifying that it's like, because you know, in the game Skyward Sword, and up until this point in the roleplay, Girahim hasn't been surrounded by a ton of humans. Like, so he hasn't been able to, quote unquote, do anything to them to wreak havoc, etc. And this is OOCing, so this is more Zal than anything. But like, because nothing in the game says that Girahim like eats humans or like feeds on them or anything, but we just kind of went with that approach. So because it's been like literally who God knows long, like whether it's like hundreds of years or thousands of years since Girahim's been around so many human beings, it's like, you know what I mean? It makes him kind of like twitchy, like he wants that. He wants that blood. But yet he also finds them gross and disgusting and like vermin, because humans are like insects to him, kind of thing. No, not a vampire. But essentially, yeah. Like, imagine taking a starved vampire and like putting him in the middle of a city. You know, like, you know what I mean? It's like the temptation would be there, especially because Girahim's been kind of putting on not a facade, it's genuine, but it's kind of a ploy also to be really nice to Will. And so Will has this fake persona of what he sees Girahim is at this point. Like, he thinks Girahim is like really nice and awesome and different than other demons, but he's totally not. So it's just kind of like, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And I kind of wanted to share that. So just going into the city to meet these two old guys. But yeah.
And so this guy is named Irasquez. Irasquez. And then that sounded Italian, but it's Spanish, I promise. The spirit's tears in the teapot reflect your true form. That's what he has to say. And then Rofsky. It's just so fun to say, to yell out. And then there is dispute about the teapot enshrined at Mount Cress Temple. On Mount Cress, there are enshrined tears once shed by a spirit. Legend says they save people. So that's the dialogue they have in the game. So we kind of took these two characters and ran with them because right now they are needing to get information about the fountain Girahim and Will in the book. So that they can destroy the barrier that is surrounding the fountain and save the day and get Girahim home and blah, 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 blah. So they know, Will knows, because at this point he's already gone on this adventure in the game. And so the game is all like, the events of the game, it's like a year after the events of the game in this fictional book.
Yeah, because so like Will's aware of these two guys and that they know of the deep magic of whatever Mount Cress has. So he's like, oh, I know some people that have information. I wonder if they would know how to, you know, what's going on and how to break the curse. And so that's why they're like, let's go this way. And Gear's like, I don't think we need to. And Will's like, no, it'd be good. And Gear's like, okay. But it's kind of funny.
I'm gonna mute the music just so that when I do put it on YouTube, like, I have the option to maybe play around and put it. Yeah.
Dude, yes. Like super silly.
Yeah,
So Rofsky, I think that's more Russian, I'm gonna guess, not so much German.
Yeah, something like that. So this is chapter I can't get that close to the camera on my end. But this is chapter called Euro. It's the beginnings of there. It's them getting there and kind of dialogue a little bit getting there, which we're gonna skip. We're just gonna go straight to the old dudes' houses, and we're going to read. So the way that we that I set it up is we have little symbols to indicate who was speaking at the time, like what, because Alyssa mainly roleplayed as Girahim and I roleplayed as Will. So, like, Will's thing is a music note, his little icon, because he plays the flute. And Girhim's little icon is a diamond because he snaps and then diamonds, and he's got diamonds all over his
yeah, he's
design.
very he's a big fan. He's a big fan of diamonds.
He likes
diamonds. So always seemed appropriate.
So anyway, and also the stuff that's like the symbols that are like black, like solid, then that's an indication that I wrote it. And the symbols that are more of like an outline, so the inside is not filled in, then that's an indication that Alyssa wrote it. So following those guidelines.
Let me not that you can even follow along, but just to put in ideas.
When
of,
I
like,
do the YouTube video,
so
I want to make it so that I put the text on the screen so they can follow along.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's what I want to do. That's my envisioning, but...
No, that's smart. That's smart. But yeah, like for the Twitch, so yeah, it's diamond for me / Gira. Black square is Hannah. I am the empty square. And so the squares are NPCs, like the old guys.
Yeah.
And then music's notes for Will, because the flute. So Will / Hannah.
All right.
So
without further ado.
Dude, I'm gonna butcher this. Dude.
Oh, I know.
My God,
same. So
forgive me, especially anything that Girahim says. I'm sorry. I literally cannot put voice acting to it. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's too hard. Will stops in front of the door. See, we're already here. Will knocks on the door 3 times. Hello? Anybody home? There was no answer. Will knocked again. Still nothing.
Gave a voice from inside the house. You would be an idiot to open that door. Something dark is on the other side. Really dark. The only man snapped rudely to the others.
Oh, shut up, Irasquez. It's only the post.
It's only the post.
Your ceaseless blundering about the delivery boy grows more irksome by the day. Outside the door, Will puts his ear up to the door and hears raised voices. Looks like they're arguing again, Will says with his ear to the door. Forgot that they like to do that.
Again, you say. So they argue often.
Yeah, last time they were arguing too. I guess when you're old and smart, that's one of the only things you like doing.
Or rather more senile, perhaps. Does wisdom not come with age? I am not that much of an illogical brute now, am I? He teased.
Rosky, you blathering buffoon! Don't
that's
you
me, fuck.
dare! Oh wait, that's you. My bad.
Sorry. No, I stopped. Oh my god. Okay, I am the empty square. Yeah. Oh, but you said it anyways. Don't you dare open that door!
Nonsense! I will do as I like and give the boy a warm smile like he deserves. Not some pompous retort that will undoubtedly make its way across the room. It's only the post. The boy is not a menace, I will have you know.
Don't you dare go stomping near that door. I mean it.
Rofsky stomps up to the door and puts his hand on the doorknob, looking back at Irasquez with a look indicating, I'm here, what you gonna do about it? He puts his finger to his lips, eyes bulging, stressing to Irasquez to keep quiet. The doorknob turns slowly, and upon opening the door, he sees a different young man. Why, you aren't the post. Unless a substitute, eh? Is the paper boy ill? Give him, the lad, my best wishes for his health to make a grand recovery.
Guess who does, you moron? Will flinches from the yelling voice behind him, looks past Rofsky, only to see the other old grumpy man run to another door in the back of their rich house and to hide. Then a voice sounds behind Will, low and almost creepishly smooth and menacing to the old man. Girahim steps forward and says, I am afraid not. Now, if you would be so kind as to allow 2 guests to step into your little home for a quick discussion, we would be most grateful.
Rofsky looks up at the tall, gray-skinned, face-made-up figure with his jaw agape. Without changing his expression, he slams the door fast. Erascus! He calls out, turning his head slowly in the direction of his friend ran off to. Will and Girahim stood there, staring at the door. Well, that went well, Will says, nodding sarcastically.
My goodness, how rude. Wherever are they manners? Girahim exclaimed, hand shooting at his chest. Erascus comes running out of the kitchen with a wooden spoon in his hand, waving it in the air like a madman. He stops, waggingly at his companion, yelling, Rasky, you dang idiot! I told you not to open that door! And he whacks Rofsky with the spoon, shouting names, continuing on about how Rofsky is an idiot and rambling, going and going, for not believing him, and this and that, etc. There be dark forces walking to our door. They be afraid of many smarts, I tell ya. He says, turning around and shaking the spoon a little from frantic effect. What? A little for dramatic effect. That's all I'm saying. They want our smarts.
Quite right you are, Erascus. No knowledge-stealing demons are to breach these walls today, no sir. But my stockings, you didn't even see the thing. Tall and slender, with a face of a woman, but the speech of a man, and the clothes of a circus performer. What knowledge could he possibly be seeking?
That is actually the most accurate description of Girahim ever. Oh my god, that's actually great. Holy shit. Well, especially because I think his clothes are based off of a jester. Anyways.
Oh, that's so funny.
Where am I? What I tell you, shouts Erascus, and boy, I do not need to see it to know. I could sniff the dark demonic aura from a mile away. Oh my god.
Just give it a second. They'll open up eventually.
Would you really think so? Girahim asks Will. Are you absolutely sure this is a situation doesn't require, a little more forceful means?
Wait a second. Will turns the knob and both the old men stop and look toward the door. Will cracks open the door and slowly steps inside, followed by Girahim, who has to stoop down in order to pass through the small door.
Because he's so
Fiddlesticks!
tall.
I forgot to lock the door, says Rostrovsky with a stricken face.
Erascus grunts. The old man throws the spoon in pathetic attempt to stop Will and Girahim from entering the house. Will perks up and attempts to dodge it, but Girahim simply grabs the spoon mid-air, effortlessly. He looks at the spoon and then back at the old man with a face that says, really? Witchcraft, Rofsky! I knew this one here was powerful. Time to push it through the window. He turns around and heads towards the nearest window as fast as he can, with his arms waving in the air. Suddenly, the window slams shut, as well as the door, which then locks to a close from the air. Will you halt your pathetic panic? Girahim says sternly, but still relatively nice about it. He was trying his best he could to remain sounding nice, though he was getting really annoyed. Girahim drops the spoon to fall on the ground.
Erascus, make for the library!
I'm sorry, say that again? You cut out.
Erascus, make for the library!
Okay, also, if I'm peaking my mic and you can't hear me anymore, let me know because I am being loud. I'm not sure if Discord is cutting me off. But okay. The protection! Erascus yells. The two men dash to the library, but the both of them stop suddenly and seem to be lifted slightly in the air with a large grunt. Both from the two old men freeze and are dragged back by nothing but the air. The heels of their feet dragging on the floor, the door to the library closes, and the two men turn slightly, also in the air, against their will, to face both the demon who was casting this magic. Girahim walks forward to the old man couple and clears his throat with a fist to his mouth, like, "Excuse me," he says, putting his hands together, embracing his annoyance with the two. "I believe there is a misunderstanding. I have no interest in what lies in your library of books. So please," he says eerily with a smile, pushing away what annoyance he earned from the two old men. "If you have a single civilized bone in your body, all we must do is sit down and have a delightful little chit-chat. That is all we ask." "You want civils?" shouts the man. "What does a demon like yourself know about civilized?" Iraska's mouth suddenly closes unwillingly. "Shush, interrupting is rude," Gary says, calmly raising his finger. Oh my god, this scene was so fun. "Now, I'm going to let you two down. Now, all right? But behave," he warns, giving them a look with one of his famous smiles. Oh, wait, that's you, sorry.
As soon as Girahim lets them free of his spell, the two men look at each other and then start off in opposite directions. Not exactly sure what they are running to, just getting away from Girahim.
Wait, what? Where am I? Oh, shit. Did I lose my place? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Girahim sighs, lowers his head, squeezing the bridge of his nose in annoyance, like... He then lifts his chin high in the air, letting out a relaxed... Then he walks over to the rich people's couch and sits down. The whole room was sealed off with magic. The doors to the outside, the other rooms were sealed off at Girahim's command, as were the windows. If they tried to break their way out, Girahim would just simply stop them at the item of hitting the glass or... stop the item from hitting the glass or wood or whatever the heck that is to escape. The two men run around hopelessly for a way out. All Girahim did was look at Will and pat the couch beside him as his natural smile indicating for Will to sit next to him, while the two men ran around in a panic.
Will slowly comes over and sits next to Girahim, concentrating on the two old men running about the room, a slightly confused expression on his face like, what are they doing? Really? Come on, guys. After a space of time, Will gains an irked expression and boldly stands up in the middle of the room and shouts at the top of his lungs, "Will you two shut up?" The two men stop in their tracks, Rofsky with his forehead pressed against the window, Erasquez with his arms awkwardly in the air. "Seriously, guys, if we were gonna hurt you or steal your books, we would have already done it by now. Stop acting like lunatics and come sit down." Erasquez shifts his eyes to his old friend, still with his arms raised in the air. Rofsky turns his head to face more towards Erasquez, his forehead squeaking on the glass. "The boy makes a point," says Rofsky.
Girahim rolls his eyes and then calmly says, "Thank you, Will." He says after rolling his eyes again at the two geniuses, Now then, you two, make yourselves comfortable. After all, it is your own home, is it not? May we finally begin?"
Rofsky rises from his perch against the window. "Very well," he says, turning around. "Erasquez, you fool, put your flabby limbs down. Have some respect and look presentable."
Wow, what a 180 turn of attitude. Holy shit. Oh my god.
These old men is right.
Well, apparently it's not just us that found it funny. Girahim had to stop himself from scoffing at the hilarity. Have some respect. My goodness, where was that earlier? Well, all lessons must be learned. Erasquez froze for a second, then frantically let his arms fall and say, "Well, then." Erasquez pauses and looks down to the demon and to the boy. "Hey, wait a minute!" he exclaims, nearly shouting and pointing a finger with wild eyes at Will. "I remember you. You're that one kid from the crazy aura," he says, shaking his hands and stepping closer, but soon coming to a stop, reminding at the reminding sight of Girahim. You stupid demon, you dark stench so powerful I could barely even sense the boy here. We've met before. Well, Gary replies, well, your AQ odor isn't quite as pleasant as well. Now, hold your tongue. If I radiate such a power, then you would know where your place is. Gary says, relatively annoyed. Oh, actually, wow, that's like a really bad threat. Fuck. But yet still very calm compared to what he was truly feeling. He's so mad. He's so irritated. Man, Girahim hated fucking humans. He didn't actually say fucking. That was me. Especially one that acted so irrational. Now, please. He continued smoothly, gesturing a hand with a smile. Why do you people make such good points? Said Erascus. That's annoying, you know. I'm a genius. Erascus walks around to his casual chair and makes a big deal about getting in it, laboring for a good few seconds in order to finally sit down. He sits down. Well, what is it you want, you demons? Spit it out!
Erascus, you dolt! Blurts Rofsky, already seated in his chair. It will tell us eventually. The sooner you shut your flap, the sooner this ordeal will be over with.
Well, look like I'm not the only one yammering now, am I?
Guys, interjects Will. Stop it! The two fall silent. Now, do either of you know anything about what's going on with the barrier at the fountain of Mount Cress?
Oh, well, Erascus says, giving a glance to his friend sitting at the chair beside him. Why is it you want to know? Because, Girahim answers, something of great value is at stake in regards to magic and the determinal balance between this and the spirit world. We simply come for information, not your books, not your transcripts, but simply for your knowledge, nothing more. Erascus gives Rofsky a glance again. Well, did you know that the streets are screaming with kids trying to save the magic? They are arguing with those who think magic should die. Girahim perked up at the word die. You two must be visiting. Well, I know one of you is, Erascus says, looking at Girahim with a glare.
So even the kids know about this? Is someone going out of their way to try and destroy the magic in Mount Cress? Asks Will, looking back and forth between the two men. Rofsky pulls out his pipe and lights it. I guess he has a pipe now. Deal with it.
Just out of nowhere, I have a pipe, by the way. You know, just like Bilbo Baggins. Yes. Oh, yeah, yes. I should do that voice. That's better. Sorry. Okay,
I do believe the answer is a good, hearty yes, he says, beginning to puff his pipe.
The kids who think that magic is evil, or think all magic is evil, starting Erascus, giving another glance to Girahim. They keep saying that the king was good for sending some barking sorcerer and his little medic buddy, saying he did the right thing, or something or other. Do you know of their location? Asked Girahim. Not the sorcerer dude guy, but as an old man saying dude. And not the sorcerer old man dude guy, but as far as the kid, he's around here speaking for the anti-magic people, probably right now. As we speak. I added that. Girahim uses giving a smirk to Will, being like, oh my god, now we can finally leave. We have enough to go, you know? Hey now, demon, don't be stirring up trouble. Girahim simply chuckles.
Do you know their names or what they look like?
Nah, I don't get mixed up with that sort of whipping mess of politics, you know, but I know they are the cause of it. Do you, Rofsky?
Rofsky closes his eyes and inhales deeply the contents of his pipe, then draws the pipe away, exhaling a long puff of smoke. He then opens his eyes to answer. The sorcerer you seek was given the name of Lawrence Barwick, but he now is widely known as the Stricken. He is mighty in the ways of magic. though he thinks the gift to be a curse upon his soul. A tragic tale. His young assistant, who is here in Euro, is called Rio. He is a medical assistant to the stricken, most likely specializing in potions that restrict the use of magic. But this is only an educated guess based upon the knowledge of the one he serves being so averse to the powers that dwell within him. Rofsky looks at Will, leaning his head a little in his direction and raising his eyebrows, saying, "Does that answer your question?" Will nods in a yes.
Girahim looked at Will, seeing as the man addressed him Scene, reset. Girahim looked at Will, seeing as the man addressed the human-er. He was eager to look for his little Rio, for this little Rio person, and find information straight from the source rather than just hearing two men telling tales. Thank you very much, gentlemen. All what you have said seems to fit to be more than enough information. I believe we may take our leaving now. So sorry for the inconvenience, though I do have one more inquiry that I believe I can assume your answer to, though I am curious to hear it regardless, if I may.
Go on, ask away, Rofsky says, gesturing with his pipe.
Bilbo Baggins. Girahim smiles. Sorry, I just can't help it. Girahim smiled through slightly for being acknowledged without any bias or fear of asking his question. What do you believe is... sorry, let me say that again. What do you believe in this situation? Do you wish to take the beginning steps for the attempt to kill magic, or believe all sorcery to be of the dark nature and should be vanquished immediately? Or do you seek to keep it alive?
Are you asking me? Well, I am a practical man, and I am a trifle bothered by magic. Sorcery means other than good, old-fashioned, down-to-earth work. There are many mysteries of this planet which seemed like magic in ancient times that can be explained today by science. I believe that there is no such thing as true magic, merely scientific phenomena that we have not yet been able to decipher. So it is not a question of whether I wish to keep it thriving or smother its existence. It is a question of whether, in fact, it is a true force. I do not believe it is, making the question moot. You might find Iraske's answer a bit more satisfying than mine.
Aw, Rose has to leave. Bye, Rose.
Bye, Rose. Well, the funniness you caught. It was funny in the beginning.
Pretty much got the funniness.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
That was pretty much the ridiculous stuff. That was pretty much the rest is just like it starts to get more into like the plot and shit.
Yeah, there's just a little bit left, so we'll finish it up and we'll end the stream. But you caught most of it. Yeah,
man. Oh, you thought Crystal was breathing. Oh wait, I'm confused. Wait, are you guys both here?
Wait.
I don't know. Do we keep going? Do we stop? I don't know.
We keep going.
Okay, we keep going. Oh shit, where was I? Okay, here we go. No, I have my place. Okay. Girahim looked thoughtfully at his eyes, stuck at the moment to the corner of the room, and thought. He then looked at Erasquez for his answer. I can imagine Erasquez, like, glances back at Rofsky and says, "Ow." He starts in a less exaggerated, but still resonant voice. If you ask me, magic isn't real. I can feel it in people. I felt it in you. And I knew not to open the door. He gives a harsh glance at Rofsky. Though never in my long days would I ever think that a blooming demon would come knocking at my door, but I supposed I was wrong. But did this old geezer believe me? Points to Rofsky, he asked rhetorically. Pointing the man next to him with his thumb. I think not. And you, he continues, not pointing at Will. I feel it in you, too. In fact, it's stronger than last time. More for you, young laddie. Good for you, Erasquez. Then returns his to address Girahim. I don't think magic will die out. It can't. Magic is magic. Will be there forever because it is real, said the shaky old man, the shaky old grumpy man. He then looked over to Rosky with a sneer. And I am not a crazy old fart for thinking so. Magic is real, damn it. Kareem chuckles. Indeed. Well, then. Thank you both. I believe that will be all. Well, it's about on time. Erascus. Oh, that's me. Erascus gets hastily out of his chair and walks to open the door. And just as he is about to reach it, the door hatch unlocks itself. Erascus flinches for a second and then opens the door, now looking at Will and Girahim with big eyes as he held open the door.
Thanks, guys, for your help, Will says before exiting, Erascus still goggling. Much obliged, Will, my lad, Rofsky calls out. Don't get yourself mixed up in this mess now, you hear? Will starts Will outside the door leaving, keeping his head still close to the door, but inching his legs to walk away slowly, just catching in a few last words. Yeah, sure thing, bye. The door shuts to a close as they are walking away.
Yeah, so...
Oh, this is like...
Yeah, there's a little bit of a typo
repeat
here.
typo thing.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, I have it. Now looking at their visitors, the big eyes of the held swinging apparatus open. As Girahim was about to pass, Erascus darted his eyes at Girahim's white cloth hand. Demon! He abruptly said, as if on accident. Girahim notably looked at the hall. Hang on.
Yeah, it looks like when I was putting this together, I did a weird thing in condensing. So it's like...
Yeah, I think it kind of
repeated a moment.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Blah, blah, blah. And then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, he pretty much leaves. Yeah, and then they leave and they go into the city and then everything falls apart and it's a fantastic scene. It is. It's fantastic. This scene, this next scene where they go into the city, God, it's so good. Girahim he acts like typical Girahim, like from the game, where he's like, I'm gonna make a fucking show out of this. And it's like, I don't know, it's just the most, like, it was so not even remotely, like, thought of in your head. Because, you know, like, sometimes when you roleplay, you get ideas and you're like, okay, I want this to happen. I'm gonna try and find a place to fit this in somewhere in the roleplay. And it was just so, like, unpredictable. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Why did he yell at Kira? Yeah, I don't know. It was really funny. But yeah, so that was the old man scene, Rofsky and Erascus, and it was really cool. He was a lot of fun.
Yay!
It's like kind of a meme scene, but goddamn, it was so fun. It was so fun to write. Gosh.
Awesome.
Jeez, yeah.
Well, this has been great. So we'll read something else. I don't know exactly what we'll read, but we'll find something else to read next time. But
yeah, man.
Well, thank you all so much for joining, and we'll be here on Friday to stream again. So we'll finish up Ankor Wat. We'll read some from As Pure as Black content.
Yeah. Also, if you guys would want more of funny scenes, or if you would guys want more funny scenes, or would you want like something more like serious, something more fucked up? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do the fucked up stuff, actually. Maybe that would maybe not be a good idea. I don't know. Again, there's very mature shit that happens in As Pure as Black, especially later on, because As Pure as Black is like, I don't know. It's like, I would say the PG part of the thing. Let's fuck it up. Give me the torture scenes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
The problem with those scenes too is like they're so heavily contextual. It like
yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. That's why I hesitated. I was like, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a good scene to
also, it's like one of those things where I feel like voice acting might actually ruin it, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because it's like, you know what I
Can't
mean?
do it
Like,
justice type.
How the fuck am I gonna, like, you know, how am I gonna, like, make it, like, serious to listen to? You know, I don't know. But it'd probably be better to read, like, just on your own.
I
kind of thing.
think-
But even
I
then,
think-
as you said, it's like context is important too.
I think that there's a scene that I can think of, like, off the top of my head. I know that there's some scene out there that actually it might, I don't know, it might be actually in, which would be a little more complicated. When we were when I was on my mission, we, at the beginning stages of my mission, my 18-month mission, we role played together via letter.
Dude, that was rough, man. Dude,
It
that was rough as shit.
like a week between, you know, exchanging the role play banter. It was pretty rough, but we got
rough.
some real cool stuff from that.
We did get some really good scenes.
And there's one
man.
part, there's one like scene that I'm specifically thinking of that it's in the, you know, in the timeline where
Like, oh my god, what
it's
part?
Master
Like-
Will timeline.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Ooh, okay.
so Girahim is Will is Girahim's master at this point because Demise is dead. And so anyway, and Girahim is like starving. And there's like a moment when Girahim is like having a moment, like, because he's going a little crazy in the dungeon with the, like, that.
Ooh,
That,
man, I don't
that
know.
scene is cool.
The thing is, all these scenes are really cool. It's just like, holy shit, I'm gonna butcher it.
I
You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
I'm literally gonna butcher the scene reading it out loud.
I know.
Oh
I don't know.
my
We'll
God,
figure
no.
it out.
I
We'll
don't know.
figure it out.
See, okay, so here's the thing, though, is that, like, you know, so we read a really funny banter meme scene, right? Because we thought it'd be really fun on stream. And, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry. But it's like, it's just that, like, so much of the role play is so, like, it's so fucked up that it's like, it's very emotional, or it's very stressful, or it's fucked up. And it's like, so to read it out loud, especially in like a serious way, that's fucking hard. That's hard as shit, man. That's tough. I don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe we can find something else.
I'm
or
sure
maybe
we
we'll find
can't
something.
necessarily do it justice, but we can try.
We could. You're right. You know what? We
can
can have a
try.
laugh about it. We can have a laugh.
Yeah.
I know there's definitely some things we can't read, cause fuck, like on Twitch, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like there's like torture and shit in As Pure as Black. And, like reading
Yeah.
anything like that online, like on Twitch, dude, that could get you in trouble.
Well,
It's
yeah, we'll
violent
stay
as all
away
hell.
from the crazy
But,
scenes, especially
yeah.
they're pretty contextual. So,
Yeah, but oh my god, though, I don't know. I just got so excited because this is actually really fun to read.
yeah.
Also, it's like, you know, I didn't give Girahim a voice, but it's like, even just, you know, just reading for him, I don't think actually it was actually better than I thought I was going to do.
You didn't give him a voice, but you gave
No.
him a cadence. And you
Yeah,
did
like-
give him
No.
a specific tone. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
necessarily do what's in your head, but you can
Yeah.
do a rough imitation.
Yeah. And, you know, that imitation actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because he was like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that made me, like, kind of built a little bit of confidence, I guess.
You got this,
And
bro.
to-
You got this.
I mean, to be like, oh, yeah, let's read more. But now I'm like, what the fuck do we read?
It'll be a
It's
project.
like, what's Twitch safe that doesn't need to be censored? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of other things that aren't censor worthy, but it's like,
I mean,
again, like
you
what
make
you're
it
saying,
sound
they're
like the whole
very-
book is like, we can't
know,
pick anything.
exactly.
But
You're
we
right, you're right, 'cause-
can.
you're right, because it's like, obviously, especially in As Pure as Black, obviously there's a lot of, most of it is not like super fucked up. It's just that like the other half of it is either very like plot driven, so like reading a scene right out of that is gonna be, you know what I mean? It's just kind of throwing somebody in the middle of like, I don't know, out of the blue kind of thing. Like, I feel like that'll be kind of hard for people to follow. But then the other half is like very emotional or like tender. And like that, reading that is going to be fucking cringy as all hell without context too. So it's like, it's really, you know what I mean? So it's like our options are either like hard to follow because it's plot related, or it's very tender or emotional, one of those two, or it's very fucked up. So it's like, what do we do? What do we read? I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
I know.
You
fucking know.
You know.
Yes, it's another meme scene.
Oh, good.
Yes, and it was fun as all hell. You remember? It was at the very end. It just hit me. Good night, Rose. Thank you so much for coming. We cameoed, fuck, what's his name? Torg. We cameoed Torg.
Oh, that's via letter.
Remember?
That's via letter.
It was.
But
and dude,
it's
it
all
was
you.
So fun.
You just like wrote that scene. It was all you. I have it.
About that. Okay.
And you have it also. You have it.
I think maybe. Okay.
Because I have it electronically and you have it real copy. Physical copy.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, damn. I forgot that was just me, though. Oh,
that was just you. But I mean,
maybe we shouldn't do that.
I mean, I can read, you know, I could read stuff
like
too.
You could be like Torg or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know who should. I feel like you. I don't know.
Oh yeah! Welcome to the badass club of badassitude or some shit. I don't know.
You should probably be Torg because you have exactly what you have in your brain for him.
Yeah, because I've played the game. Yeah. God, Torg is so great.
Yeah, he is.
Damn, though, I forgot that wasn't a role play. That was a scene I wrote out for you, Violetta. I forgot about that. Damn it, though. I mean, we could still read it.
We could.
That would be a fun scene. I know there's more. There's more, right? There's got to be more fun Mimi scenes, right?
Well, we'll sleep on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Stories of stress. Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for coming and joining in the stream.
Yeah, this was sick as fuck.
So,
thanks guys so much. This is awesome.
We will see you guys next stream. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye, guys. We'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Bye.